Hello, hello, and welcome back for a supremely overconfident episode of Shuffle Mode, as Perfidious Pete plays a little more of Hinterland Studios' The Long Dark. And precisely what is the inspiration for our newfound confidence? Weaponry! That's what. As you can see here, we have finally made simple arrows. That's right, we've clawed our way back to a level of technology first pioneered by proto-humans somewhere between 2 and 3 million years ago. Yeah, we're that good, folks. It's taken a meager 10 days for us to recreate an invention that existed literally before modern humans even evolved, but we finally made it. We're that good. That good. Basically, caveman good. Now, if we could just manage to construct ourselves a bow to perhaps fling those arrows at the enemy, we'd be in vastly better shape. We'd have progressed almost back to the upper Paleolithic era, which would put us at roughly the technological level of pre-agricultural humans. So at our current race, we'd then be able to maybe cobble together a cell phone and call for help roughly 9 seconds before the heat death of the universe. So we're on a good pace. Really, this apocalypse is coming right into shape. Just before the universe completely collapses at the end of all things, we might be able to call for help. Which I suppose is actually probably a compelling argument for us to get busy. Sitting here and staring at our partially cured maple saplings isn't really going to make them cure any faster. At least I'm assuming it's not. If that's a gameplay mechanic, I for one would be highly surprised. I really wish this gut was finished. It's 99% cured. You know what we might do? We might go outside and do a little bit of... we actually don't really need this lantern at the moment. We know where we're at. And also, it looks like the sun is just coming up, so that'll be fine. We might go outside and do a little bit of foraging for wood. Let's take a look. Yeah, our wood situation is actually not fantastic. Let's go outside and forage for wood for maybe an hour or two and see if those guts won't finish curing while we're kind of outside dilly-dallying and dithering a bit. We should also probably eat breakfast at some point and likely also get a drink. First things first, though, eye out for wolves. Don't immediately see any wolves, which is good. I guess we're going to eat breakfast outdoors because I'm an idiot. And probably should have ate before I came out. You know what? Let's just drink some water. We've got quite a bit of available food, actually. Our food situation is looking pretty good. And with that done, then, I think we'll forage for wood. What's the temperature? It's pretty bad outside, and we are getting cold. So let's try and keep this to a minimum, actually. We're not going to use our hatchet. We're going to use no tool. Tinder plugs, we're going to pass on just for this one. So it's too cold to be going looking for tinder plugs. 2 softwood, 2 hardwood. That's an hour and 40 minutes. It's going to use 417 calories. Probably about right. About 14. Oh, God, we're freezing to death. This was a terrible, terrible idea. We need to go back inside right now. Actually, has the weather gotten worse? No, but it did start snowing. And yeah, we're going back inside. We are freezing. Did our clothing at some point become vastly, more damaged? Maybe we should spend today repairing our clothes. Or at least repairing, the worst of our clothes. Are we still freezing? No, okay. It's 23 degrees in here, and it feels like 43, which is actually pretty cold. I don't suppose this gut has finished. Oh, that's exactly what we were hoping for. All of our gut is cured. That's the way we like to see our gut. There's no gut like cured gut. We can do a lot of stuff with this cured gut. So, specifically, one thing, we can fucking make some bunny rabbit traps and murder a whole bunch of bunnies. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I'm going to take a couple of these reclaimed woods, 2 specifically. Take both of those. We may actually start a fire in here as well. We don't really need to do any cooking, but we could melt some water and then just stash it, I suppose. We have been hitting our water supplies pretty hard lately. Cold is fine. We are very hungry. Let's get some food in us. I believe we have... Let's eat the venison. That's fine. We're going to stock up on some more canned food before we head back to Jackrabbit Island, so that'll keep us in... That's good enough to get a day's crafting done, which is really sort of what I'm looking to do today. Mostly we're going to spend the day crafting. I want to build 2 of these. So let's, yes, 2 snares, please. There's 1 snare, and it takes a half an hour to build a snare. That's actually basically not much time at all. I'm quite pleased with that. So 2 snares, and that's our snare situation sorted. Now, I wouldn't also mind making some line. Then again, we could also... Fishing tackle, fishing has not been fantastic for us. It really hasn't. Deerskin boots, deerskin pants, these are also things we could potentially do in the very near future. You know what? We need cured gut for the survival bow. It takes 2 cured gut. You know what? Yeah, we're going to store the rest of this gut then. We've made snares with what we've got. The rest of it is getting stored. I'm comfortable with that. We don't want to run out of this stuff. No real idea when we may have a chance to get more. So we're putting our cured gut back. Firewood looks strong. We have stored firewood in here, do we not? It's actually not in this drawer. It's not in this drawer either, is it? Yeah, it actually is. Tinder plugs, we have one. We actually have, you know what? This is good. I'm gonna leave. Keep what wood we have on us. What's our encumbrance look like? We're close to the limit, but not at the limit. We do have our snares, arrows, and everything else we're leaving here. Basically, now we just need to repair some clothing, stock up on wood, and get back home. Do we have a sewing kit? We have 2 sewing. Actually, we have an extraneous sewing kit. We could take this back to the house on Jackrabbit Island, though. We should probably have a spare. Yeah, we're going to keep a spare. That's fine. We're also going to use some of this because I am going to start repairing some of our clothes. So we're going to take a little time here. We're going to fix up a little bit of our clothing. This takes 1 cloth. It's going to repair these completely to full. 25 minutes, 84% chance of success. I am comfortable with that. We'll use our damaged sewing kit, or rather the one that's been partly used. And that's got our gloves. Bam. All right, excellent. And one thing that's good about this is we're basically sort of practicing our repair here for 1 cloth at a time. We're really getting in some quality practice that's going to up our skill level, increase our chances for success in the future. It's a lot like, you know, that first time you have sex. You're really not necessarily very good at it, but you enjoy it and you're eager to try out a little bit more, and you know, you're going to get better at it every time. So totally worthwhile. And hey, even if you don't necessarily have the best skill in the world, it's still fun to do. The practice makes perfect, and practicing that, yeah, it doesn't suck. All right, some more sewing then. I'm going full on Betsy Ross here. Pretty soon I'm going to just like have made us a new flag. I'd like to point out that actually wasn't even over repair because we didn't get those fully completely repaired. What about our jeans then? Is this over repair? It is not. Good. All right, this may be why we've been having such problems with sort of the temperature lately. Some of our clothing is getting a little bit tattered, so taking the opportunity to patch it up really is good. I mean, we had a lot of holes in the dike, and apparently not enough little blue boys to stick their fingers in the dike, or little Dutch boys, rather. I don't know why Dutch boy is blue. Probably because of that painting, Blue Boy. I think that was a Dutch kid. I don't know. I could be entirely wrong. I'm also going to eat this can of pork and beans. We're not even going to bother to heat it up. We'll just eat it cold. We are freezing, so theoretically there is some merit into heating things up and eating a hot meal. I'm not going to worry about it. Right now I'm more interested in the calories. We're going to spend most of the rest of the day just repairing our clothing, so... Patched up, gloves fully patched up. What about our winter coat? It's only at 82%. I don't really feel that merits patching necessarily. We're going to over-repair these socks, I almost guarantee. Yeah, I'm still going to do it, though. Again, more for the practice than anything else. I mean, everybody masturbates before they give actual sex a whirl once in a while. It helps to maybe have a little solo mission before you try and fly a duet. And there's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly natural, perfectly healthy, and again, fun to practice. So, what about our heavy wool sweater? This would fully... yeah, I'm still going to do this as well. We're maybe burning up more sewing kit than is probably smart, but we have, I think, like 4 sewing kits. So we should be okay in that aspect. I'm not going to bother about the toque. It's not in bad enough shape yet. As far as consuming cloth goes, we have a whole pile of cloth. We have a bunch in our inventory, I know for a fact. Cloth, let's take a look. We have 11 cloth in our inventory. We have like 20 over here in our crafting cabinet, and then we have an entire wardrobe full of unsalvaged clothes back at sort of our main house. So really, cloth is something we have an abundance of. We're not really concerned about using that up. So let's head back. No real more crafting to be done there. We've repaired all of our clothing. We're going to head back over to the main house, gather up some supplies, and then get ready to make the trek back to Jackrabbit Island. Looks predator free. Let's make a break for it. No predators? No predators. It's actually not even very cold. It's 21 degrees outside. This is a very balmy day for us. We should stock up and get back to Jackrabbit Island pretty much as quick as we can, while the weather is good before a front moves in or something, and we wind up completely lost in the fucking whiteout conditions. Our can opener is still in good enough shape. I don't think we need to take that. We are going to take this dog food because it's in bad condition. Anything that's in bad condition is going back to Jackrabbit Island for immediate consumption. Pretty much that's it. It's just the dog food, really? I would not have expected that. Our freezer is empty. We don't really have to worry about the condition of anything in here, do we? Because this is all just clothing. We've got some antiseptic that's going bad. I'm not really sure how that works. How does antiseptic expire? I am going to take another bandage. Pain medication looks fine. Water, none of the rest of this stuff is really particularly important. And I believe we just have, like, fire-making gubbins in this cabinet, right? Do we need to take anything or put anything in here? Let's take a peek. I'm going to put this book in here, actually. I know I was carrying around a book for emergencies, but honestly, books are really more irritating than they're worth. I think I will take one of these newspapers, though. Just one. We can use that in case our tinder plug fails us. It'll be fine. We don't necessarily need these matches. We still have a pretty reasonable supply of wooden matches. We have 29 wooden matches. That's really god-awful enough. Anything else in here need to go? I'm carrying 2 lanterns and I'm not sure why. Which one has more? Let's look and see which one of these lanterns has more fuel. And the other one, we're going to take back over probably to Quonset Hut. You have 0.17 gallons. You have 0.02 gallons. So this lantern is effectively empty. Let's just store it here then. We were keeping tools in this cabinet, were we not? We were. All right, so our extra lantern is going to get stored here then. You can go there. We should probably grab a thing of lantern fuel. Wouldn't hurt. And man, we have so many sewing kits. It's not even funny. We really have an abundance. And even more matches over here. So, yeah, we're... Okay, so we're pretty solid here. I think we will take some regular food then. We've eaten up anything that's close to expiring, but we still kind of need some extra food. So we're going to grab this cold cup of coffee. That'll make the Clash happy. We're also going to grab this can of herbal tea. 59% can of dog food. The condensed sweetened milk I'm going to save kind of for an emergency situation, because that is a ton of calories. Take a couple of these cans of soda. We're out of soda back at Jackrabbit Island. And I need my caffeine fix, folks, and I'm not really a huge coffee fan, so... Let's take a couple cans of pork and beans. We are encumbered. You know what I think we'll do? We'll take a nap before we head back. A can of sardines probably wouldn't do us any harm either. We're very, very lightly encumbered. Yeah, it's strictly because of fatigue. Let's go take a nap and hope the weather doesn't completely bone us while we take a just quick little siesta here. Burning 75 calories napping, by the way. Proof that you burn calories pretty much doing anything. So how hard is the weather fucking us then? Actually doesn't look like too terribly hard. We're only in 82% condition. Wow, I have no idea what my mouth was trying to do there. We're only in 82% condition, which is sort of what I was shooting for and completely missed by the entire length of the field. My mouth works on a field much like a football field or soccer field, just so you know. That's why I say that. Predators? Relatively predator-free. All right, so we've got good weather. Actually, very good weather, honestly. It's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. We have good weather, excellent visibility. If we were landing a plane, I mean, this would be perfect. Like a plane landing or a space shuttle launch. Shit, man, we could fucking fly to goddamn Mars if we wanted to. Today would be the day to take off. There are some crows out there. Again, no savage wildlife in the immediate vicinity, so we got a clear shot back to Jackrabbit Island, and once we get there, we're going to set some of these... Oh, shit! So he snuck right up on us. Is he coming for us? He's coming for us. Do we like to... Does he have friends? He does not. You want to go, Wolf? I'll take you. We'll go. I'm not kidding. You want to go? We'll go. I mean, I'm sprinting backwards as quick as I can, which seems like a remarkably terrible idea. We're going to fight. All right, Wolf, bring it. You want to go? We'll go. I can take you. I got a knife. I'm not afraid to use it, man. We're outrunning a wolf in reverse. Oh, shit, this is bad. Now we're encumbered. So every time the wolf gets close to us, he stops. He, like, slows down. What if we... Oh, shit, he's running. He's herding us. Oh, very clever, Mr. Wolf. Very clever, son. Trying to herd me into your little buddy back there. All right, you want to go? Let's go. Come on. Ah! Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm quite glad we brought that extra bandage. I was hoping we might be able to kill that son of a bitch, but those wolves, man. All right. So the weather has taken a turn for the worse. We are bleeding now, which could potentially... Oh, God. Okay. So our Wolfly Adventures has come... Yeah, there's a blizzard coming in. We're on the middle of the ice. This is real bad. We have the makings of a fire. We need a potbelly. Oh, we got to figure out what we need in first aid, though. We got to figure out what's going on. All right, so what's the problem? We need antiseptic or a poultice. I think we may have a poultice. We do. Let's use the old man's beard wound dressing. And then we should be... Alright, excellent. We're okay. Good. Alright. Healthy with no afflictions. Of course, we are in terrible condition. We're trapped out on the ice in a ice fishing hut. We do have food, so we've got that going for us. We have no idea when the weather's going to change. It's getting progressively colder. Yeah, this is real bad. We're also tired, which is not good. How are we sitting food-wise? We should probably drink this reishi tea. You know, we didn't need it, and that's... Yeah, let's hang on to that. We have a cold cup of coffee, right? Let's drink the coffee. We could use it mostly to just help fight fatigue, and here comes ominous music, of course, being ominous. Man, this game really has a flair for the dramatic. Whenever the weather gets just fuck awful in a heartbeat, they will definitely let you know what the dramatic music do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring out our bedroll, and I think we just take a nap here. I don't like it. I don't like sleeping outside. This could only really end in tragedy, but we're going to sleep in this little ice fishing hut. If we have to be here for a long time, we can start a fire, but I'm just going to crawl into my bedroll and try and snooze for maybe an hour here. And see if maybe we can't get a little bit of our condition back. We actually did pretty good in our wolf fight. We fared not well, but better than previously. We did okay. Is the weather still a nightmare? It's still an atrocious nightmare. Our condition went up by 1%. It's not really what we were hoping to see. How are we food-wise? Probably thirsty, so let's get a drink. We could definitely use some calories. Eat these sardines. All the food I was planning to take back to our sort of main base of operations, I have a feeling, is going to get eaten while we're trapped in a blizzard. That seems about par for the course, right? Luck is not necessarily on our side. Although, we could have just been devoured by a wolf, so I suppose maybe a little luck was to be found. So let's sleep for another hour. We're going to spend most of this day sleeping in a hut in a fucking ice shed. This has not been a productive day for us. Yeah. It's you gotta be shitting me. It's still... Is this an unending blizzard? It's been 2 hours. This is one hell of a snowstorm. It's also getting dark. We have no idea how much daylight is left. We're cold as Alright, we've got to start a fire. Our condition has improved slightly, but we can't go without fire any longer, so... Wooden matches, we're going to go for the newsprint, cedar firewood, 84% chance of success. That's almost straight up B level success rating, so I'm okay with that. Let's get it to work here. Come on, man. We need a Tom Hanks here. I have made fire! Granted, I'm not talking to a volleyball yet. I mean, I'm getting pretty crazy, but I'm not reduced to the talking to a volleyball level of craziness just quite yet. I guarantee as soon as I start this fire, the storm will lift as well. So this is me trying to do like a reverse rain dance. Instead of summoning the, instead of summoning the snow, I actually trying to banish the snow with fire. I wish we could cook while we're here, but we really can't. I'm going to add one thing of fir firewood. I suppose we could heat up a can of tomato soup while we're at it. We got the fire, we might as well make decent use of it. So let's open up this can of tomato soup that's on borderline of going bad anyway. And we'll just have a can of soup while we wait. Our condition is dry. Why are we still freezing? We're standing next to a fire. Alright, I should literally not be able to freeze here. I am standing next to a fire. Eat hot soup. Okay, so that did actually quite a bit for our cold. Eating a hot meal really reduced it a lot. But we're standing next to a fire. It's also not that cold out. It's 23 degrees. It feels like 47. This is not that cold. Alright. So do we have some water? We have no non-potable water. I mean, we don't want to waste this fire. Took Tom Hanks a long time to build this fire. We don't just want to let it go to waste. That would be shameful. Did we have any coffee? Did we bring coffee? We did not. I should have brought coffee. I could have brewed some coffee. Do I have any reishi mushrooms? Maybe I could take some time to brew a little reishi tea and then melt some water. I don't think I do. I clearly do not. Let's double check. I don't trust my inventory management enough to realize that maybe I actually... Aha, we do have some. So let's make up some reishi tea here. Never mind, I'm heating up a cup of tea. I'm actually not making tea. Son of a bitch. I have wasted time heating up a cup of tea I'm actually not going to drink. Beautiful. Well, let's boil some water then. I guess we'll boil 0.6 gallons of water. And at this point, I'm thinking we might be spending the night outside. Unless this storm lifts sometime in the near future, we're definitely spending the night outside. Let's boil this water. Mmm, the delicious taste of boiled water. Doesn't get any better than boiled water, folks, am I right? I mean, boiled water, it's not flat, and it's nighttime. So, yeah, let's rest for an hour then. I would even consider trying to make my way at night if this storm would simply lift so I could see. Man, that wolf. He's mad about the robbery. We made fun of him. We made an Andy Garcia crack about the wolf. Oh, God, we're gonna die. We made an Andy Garcia crack about the wolves, and this is our punishment. We are pretty much boned. It is negative 17 degrees. What's the warmth bonus on our bedroll? 7.2 degrees Fahrenheit, which doesn't even get us above 0. If we stay here, we're gonna die. If we stay here without a fire, we're gonna die. That's simply all there is to it. There's no way I'm gonna find my way back to our cabin in these... Alright. I don't like having to do this, but it's gotta be done. So, we're gonna go for the matches, the tinder plug, and the cedar firewood, and we're gonna start an emergency blaze here. We've gotta have fire. Without a fire, we die. It's been true for mankind for pretty much centuries now. I know I made some allusions earlier to, like, proto-humans at the start of the episode. And, I'm gotta say, I'm starting to feel a lot like my ancestors. Shit, we failed. Oh, shit. We don't have any more tinder. We have accelerant. We cannot start a fire without tinder, and we have none. That is not good. That is very much not good. Can we make tinder out of anything? I don't think so. So we're... Alright. Grab the bedroll. We're gonna have to make a break for it. I have a feeling this may be where our run ends, folks. This could be it. This could be all she wrote. I know Jackrabbit Island is in this direction, but we're effectively wandering around in the middle of the night in a blizzard. We have no way to start a fire. I have every suspicion that we are going to freeze to death. Pretty much every suspicion that we die. A bitter, frozen corpse. On the plus side, you know, we may die next to Sean Bean, so at least, you know, there'll be that. We can die next to Sean. He won't be lonely. We can freeze together. Winter is coming. Sean tried to warn us. We should have listened. Should have listened. Oh, this is really very much not good. This is double plus ungood. I'm glad I repaired my clothing. I can't believe we got trapped by a wolf and it's going to cost us our lives. Simply because of fog. Fog is definitely... Yeah, we're freezing now. Fog is definitely the most dangerous enemy we have encountered in our entire long, dark playthrough. And it doesn't look like we're going to get a chance to even use any of the weapons that we made because we're... Oh, is that... Nope. We're not even going to get a chance to use any of the weapons that we made because we're going to freeze to death before we get the chance. Please tell me I still have a hot cup of tea. That would help. If it's still hot, it's cold. Son of a bitch. Alright. So we're still freezing to death and wandering around in the frozen black. At this point, I have to assume we would have actually made it to Jackrabbit Island if we were on track. So now we're just completely lost. We're wandering in the wilderness. We're pretty much definitively going to die. Either we find something or we drop dead. That's pretty much the way this is going to go. Theoretically, the smart move would be to turn around and try to find land. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it, guys. We are, based on the wind direction, assuming it hasn't changed since we left the hut, we are still walking... Oh, shit. We're way off course, then. Way off course. If we found weak ice, that means we're way, way away from where we need to be. Let's try and find some land. We're going to head back across the other direction in the ice and hope that we can find some manner of shelter before we die. I don't like our chances. I don't think we're going to make it out of this one, guys. It's nighttime. We're freezing to death. We could theoretically try and sleep until the snow goes... Oh, wait, what are you? We found some sort of rudimentary shelter. It's not going to matter. We still can't start a fire.
Ooh. I'm not sure I'm going to make it.
Yeah, I'm not either. You know what? If we're going to die... Alright, so we got to try and maximize what... Oh, this is bad. We got to try and maximize... We got to do what we can. So we're going to stay here in our hut. We're going to put down our bedroll. We have to try and maximize what little health we have. We're going to sleep an hour at a time. Our condition is going to continue to go down while we rest. Either this storm will lift enough that we can see where the hell it is we need to go, or we're going to freeze to death in our bedroll. We're going to be a human sickle. That's, yeah, we're going to die. We're maximizing our warmth by crawling into this blanket. Yeah, we're done. Our heart is slowing. We're at 1. This is where we die. This is it, folks. This is where we die. Killed by the weather, dying from a storm because we failed to start a fire. We have faded into the long dark. Wow, that's a bitter disappointment. Things looked so hopeful, and then one bad storm and one encounter with a wolf, which we won. I shouldn't have pulled the heist, man. I'm telling you, the wolves were out to get me. They knew. I made fun of them. I called them Andy Garcia. I said they were punks, but you know what? The wolves, clearly, Mother Nature, and that bitch can hold a grudge. She's way, way harsher than Andy Garcia, and that is going to be the end of our run through Hinterland Studios' The Long Dark. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, of course. Next time we're back with Shuffle Mode, we'll be playing a different game. We do a single run, and this is the end of our Long Dark adventures. If you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. You can tell me all the various and sundry ways I screwed up, because they were many. Not having a second thing of Tinder really was pretty fucking stupid. But, if you enjoyed it, drop a like in the comment section. If you'd like to see more Shuffle Mode play, of course, The Long Dark will discontinue, but we will be back with Shuffle Mode, next time. I'm not actually sure what day this episode will air, but we'll be back next time with an entirely different game for a brand new run. If you'd like to catch that, consider subscribing, and new Shuffle Modes episodes go up 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon in a different game, because we die, because I suck.